Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the final showdown. Let's do this. Double or nothing. I thought it'd be an interesting idea. Now, this is going to have to rely on the honor system here, but have a quick little guess which one's going to cut better. So this can be A here in my left hand, the cap one. I think this was number 2 in the vote. So that's A, and this is B. So if we have a look at both their color bars at the same time, it's similar-ish in thickness and color. There's not a lot. The tops, both of them, you know, there's this sand spot here that could be a problem. This entire cap, you don't know what's under that, so that could be a problem. The sides in general, there's no obvious cracks or anything like that, so that's a plus. And this is the bottoms here. Well, this might actually be the top. It's really thick bar, so this one I'm not entirely sure. Either way, I have to get rid of the sand and see what's under it. If it looks like that might actually be better as the bottom, then this might actually become the top. So we can't guarantee it yet. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, have a little bit of a stab. So stone A, stone B, which one will cut better? But like I said, it's the Mintabies, the last of the batch of votes, and we're going to put them head to head and see what we can get. I'll have to hit both of these with the diamond grits first up, and we'll see how that goes. Before I jump into it, I just wanted to say that the Facebook group is alive and really alive. You guys have embraced it way more than I thought. We got heaps of people on there now. Hopefully some of the people that have been added that answered the question of have they subscribed with the no might eventually convert over, but we'll see. And yeah, let's jump straight into this. It's going to be a head-to-head and a little bit exciting. Hopefully. Well, we've got an interesting fight on our hands here. So this is Opal A. So took off that sandy top, used a pretty coarse diamond sintered bit for that, the 80 grit, and then we've dropped all the way back down to the red, which is about 240-ish. And just kind of evened it up. And I just investigated a couple of these deeper sand spots. They all look like they're going to come out. But because of this huge chunk out here already exposing this face, and the way that look at that, it's already facing quite well. I'm doing a switcheroo. I've already carved this back a little bit just to have a nice clean look at that face. Did the switcheroo, and this is now going to be the top. So we've got to take off this chunk just over here. And yeah, this will end up actually being the bottom. There's a bit more red towards this upper end of it. So you can see here that red beam just goes straight across the top. So it's better that being the top than the bottom. We like a bit of red. whether it's Mintabie or not. So we're going to stick to it. All we need now is for this area here to clean out and for that sand to not go too deep. I feel like I can see it going all the way down to there, but we've got to cut down to there to get to the colour bar anyway. That's where the red starts. So all of that will go back to the coarse grit and we'll take that off. So Opal A is shaping up quite well. If any of that beautiful spectrum of colour there comes through, we're off to a flyer. Now Opal B in this head-to-head. Opal B has me a little bit concerned. I've seen these kind of inclusions before. You get the same ones in a lot of the opal here around South Australia. So Cooper Pedy gets this as well. It's got these two little tunnels of mud that just keep going down and down. Every time I hit that with the bit, you could see it just sprayed out everywhere. So there's no telling how far those are going to go, but I see this tiny little dot here. Now that dot seems to line up, which makes me worried that it's going all the way through. I'm hoping that's a separate inclusion, but we want this to be on the top. So look at all that insane colour. If that faces, and we've got those inclusions out of there, we are absolutely winning with this stone as well. The other side here is another concern. So this sand, I rubbed away at it and it's still going. I haven't gone a long way in, maybe like a millimetre, maybe only half a mil, but they are still present and they're still going in, so we are chewing up colour there. We could get a little bit unlucky with this one, with these two holes and this side here. We might end up actually losing all of that. But I'll probably switch over to a coarse grit just for a little bit. I don't think I'll go to the 80 grit. The 80 grit will chip this brittle material. I mean, Mintabie is pretty strong, but it also makes it, the hardness makes it actually a little bit prone to chipping. As you can see, like just here, that's what happened with the 80 grit before. So I think I'll go to the blue sintered, which is about 120. And then we'll use the 120 to just chew this stuff pretty quickly, but nowhere near as quickly as the 80 grit. And we'll just get down towards the colour. We'll try to get rid of these. If all of that side has to go, then it has to go. I'll be a bit sad about it, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, this one, I'll go to that grid as well, possibly, and just take off this top section over here, which is covering up our colour, which will hopefully be absolutely brilliant there, as you can see just here. We want that colour right there to sit on the face. So we've got quite a bit to get rid of there. So let's expose that face, and we might call it quits after the rubs and do a polish in round 2. This boxing match could go all the way to the end with these two. They are both very similar. They've got a few flaws each. We'll just see which one comes out on top. Whew, we had some scary moments from both of them just earlier, so I'll probably call it quits here, not as in permanently. This will just be a part 1 of maybe 2, possibly 3 parts, probably just 2. So we've gone down, so took off the sand, all of that kind of stuff, that was good, but we wanted to interrogate this side more because it had those scary dark patches. And you can see here I've pulled up just short of the colour, so the colour's just starting to come through. Good news is that this one looks like it will face, which is nice because it's got red and blue galore, which is quite good. But there is this that just keeps on burrowing down. It keeps going down towards this amazing colour down here. And I've only got a little bit left before I run out of space there. You can see that the colour's already starting to just sneak through that brown patch. So this one could still be stressful times. I thought I'd stop now and we'll have to change over to the higher grit. The slower cutters, the higher grit, and just take off that little bit. But if this patch here continues, we're going to end up losing that part of the stone, which I really don't want, because look at the colour on that section there. And the indications are that it is going to face quite well. Look at that. That's not even fully exposed yet. So that is A. A is definitely on track to be a winner. But having said that, this boxing match is going to go to the final round, I think, because look at this thing. This is also facing and also has an incredible colour bar all the way across it. The only problems are, well, this isn't so much a problem because it's on the backing. Not a huge issue. Look at that ugly brown patch. I played with it, you saw that it was a lot darker, and we are getting through it, but the colour is starting to come through and it's still there. We've also got this part in the side here that's cutting in, but the colour seems to peter out just before that edge anyway, so I think no matter what I'd be taking it out. We got rid of those disgusting tunnels, the little tubes of yuck, and they went away okay. I can't remember which one it was. I cut this yesterday actually and got around, and I'm only recording it the next day, but one of them had a lot of little black dots that just spewed forth. I like to call them squiddy spots, just because it's like a squid ink. You hit it with your diamond sintered and it just sprays black everywhere. It's actually pretty fun to cut. But yeah, you can see here, amazing colour. I just need this stuff to clear off. Otherwise, the strategy might have to be that I cut this off, get a really nice red and blue stone over here. There's this weird little circle just there which adopts the red, but in certain angles, blue and green in a sea of red. It's really weird, but I really like that stone and I could get a nice stone out of that. It's just this. So yeah, part 2, we're gonna keep on battling away, maybe get rid of this, maybe have to do a slice, and then this one here, we're just a little bit scared of this area here because I don't want to lose what you can see there. Both stones are tending to face, much more successful than the last 2, so people that voted on this, there were 8 of you that voted for one of these as your first preference. You guys were probably on the money, and this brawl is going to go down to the final round and probably have to get counted on points because they both look like we're going to get something great out of them. So that'll be it for today, and we'll come back with the stronger diamond bits. Time's a bit short for me at the moment, Christmas, New Year's, all that nonsense. But once my time clears up again, we're diving full steam ahead. I'll still work on them, but I only get a couple hours a day at the moment. So yeah, that's where we're at. We'll go and progress to, I reckon, we'll use the blues. Oh, I've left that one a bit dirty. We'll use the blues, possibly the red. No, I want to try out the blues. I think the blues don't cause any chipping. They do cut pretty fast though, so I have to be a little bit careful, but I'll go with the blues and then we'll play around with the yellow, most likely just to do that final little bit, and then Nova tips. So yeah, I'm excited. I'll probably get to them as soon as I can. Have a good New Year's everyone, and I'll see you soon.